I feel like naked. Hey guys, so what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's Ask Nikki. It's been a while, but I'm so excited to be back here in the office and ready to pew pew my mediocre advice, okay? If you guys are new to my channel, please make sure you are subscribing and hitting that notification bell. If you are new to this series, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's called Ask Nikki because my Glamazons will email me with certain situations and problems that are going on in their life right now that they'd like my mediocre advice on. But it's really cool because I involve polls, and of course you have the comment section to give your opinion about their particular situation. So we're all here to help each other out. I really love this series. It's among one of my favorites. As you can see, I'm very excited to be back, y'all, okay? You're gonna hear some nature sounds with like wind chimes and wind and maybe like an airplane or two because it's hot as hell in my house. And if I have the AC on, that's all you can hear. So work with me. I may sweat a few drops or two, but just love you nonetheless, okay? I'm gonna be having a really weird out of nowhere giveaway by the end of this video, so make sure you stick around for that. Of course, before we get into this video, as per usual, we're gonna be looking at our Glamazon shot of the day. These are my girls, my Glamazons that follow me on my social media, especially my Instagram and my Twitter, and they send me their beautiful Glamazon shot every week, and I pick one randomly to present in my video. So this is my girl Hand Glam on Instagram. I was looking through her photos. Girl, I was stalking you for a bit. Just amazingly gorgeous. You guys are so talented. A lot of times when I'm looking through y'all's pages, I just see so much talent and creativity, and I'm just so proud that y'all even like, you know, mess with me like that. Thank you so much for all of your love and support, and thank you for just being my girl and just being so supportive and loving me the way that you do. I really appreciate it. You guys know that I would not be here without you, and I could not do this without each and every one of you guys, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now let's get into Ask Nikki. So this is from my girl Lulu. Her subject line says, should I kick her out? Sometimes I hate when y'all ask me these questions like this because y'all know I don't put up with much and I'm very picky. So like more often than not, I'm gonna be like, yup, get the out. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Hey Nikki, I first want to say I'm so grateful for everything you do for us Glamazons. Stop it. Call me Lulu. Now let's get into this tea. Here's the long ass preface. So I have this friend we'll call Jessica. I've known her for a while, since middle school, but we really became friends at the beginning of freshman year, and now we're sophomores. We became close really quickly and have a lot of history as friends. She moved about 2 hours away in November, but before that was at my house almost every day. She will be living with me for the whole summer. Long story, but things were rough at home. As well as my close friend we will call Rosalind. This is not the first time she stayed with me since she left, and we've had only simple problems before. They were not close before, but knew of each other. That's their history. Now to the actual problem. Things got weird when she started consistently calling Rosalind's boyfriend ugly. So anytime she would walk past the phone and Roz told her that it weirded her out, yet she mentioned her ugly ass boyfriend all the time. Well, Rosalind's boyfriend said she's annoying within earshot, and Jessica freaked out and claimed it triggered her and she was so hurt by it. And I said, well, wouldn't you call the girl who's constantly insulting you for no reason annoying? To which she said, OMG, it's just a joke. As you can probably tell, I don't buy it, and I've never seen her come for someone the way she did him. Me and Roz had a conversation where we both agreed we needed to talk to Jessica about the way she's been treating everyone. Well, when I came out to talk to her, she was ignoring me, sitting on my couch, ignoring me. I basically said, what's your problem? And she started crying and saying she was so hurt that Rosalind's boyfriend called her a whore and nobody stood up for her. And I said, I didn't know that. And she said, bull. Yes, you did. It's in those messages, and explains a message between me and Roz that says he called her a version of her real name that has an H sound. Her real name has a sound that it would say Hora. Oh, I see. So everyone says Hora, and she's never been offended before. So I said, he's not calling you a whore. People always say your name like that. If he was calling you a whore, I would have said something. And then it hit me. Are you going through my messages? She has the password to my phone. Her response was a shoulder shrug and the word, yeah, duh. Along with being rude, impolite, messy, etc. You're gonna invade my privacy? So here's my question. After all of this and her proceeding to lie about how she saw the message she tried to accuse me with, I feel like my privacy has been invaded. She always finds a way to cause drama, and it's inconsiderate what it is to be a guest in someone's home. She had never had these issues staying with me before, but now she's acting all brand new. I find myself avoiding her constantly in my house, and I wonder if I should just tell her to go home. After everything we've been through, I don't find myself having fun with her anymore and see her more as a burden, which breaks my heart. Should I try to salvage this friendship, kick her out, or maybe find some reason she'd have to leave? Thank you for reading my novel of an email. I would really appreciate some help, whether it be in a video or via email. As usual, we're gonna go through your email part by part because there are a few questions that I have. Y'all know me, okay? You have these two friends, Jessica and Rosalind. So Jessica, you've known since middle school. Then you have Rosalind, but you don't say how long you've known her. But anyways, these girls are your friends and you have them both staying with you for the summer. So question number one, girl, do you have like the power to just have people living with you? Like your parents actually let that happen? Like, wow, my mama would have been like, hell nah, like a night or two. But after that, I mean, that's cool. You get to have your friends literally live with you the entire summer. But it does come with its downfalls, as per usual, when you put a bunch of girls in the same house for like weeks. Rosalind has a boyfriend. She's on the phone with him, you know, as people who are dating are. And for some reason, Jessica, every time she passes by, if they're on FaceTime or if they're like on a phone call or whatever, she has to make it a point to say that he's ugly. And you guys aren't understanding why. So one day, the boy got tired of it and said she's annoying and she heard it. And now she's all hurt. That's like the first part of it. That's where you guys like saw the problem. In my experience with friends, just girls in general, I feel like when they low-key like a guy and maybe that guy isn't giving them any attention, maybe that guy is with one of their friends, they tend to be a little bit cold-blooded. They tend to like pick on him a lot. Like kind of like the same thing that goes on with like little boys that like little girls that pick on them. It's like that same thing. In my experience, every time I had a friend that would do that to my mans, it's because she low-key liked him. Like she wanted him to like defend himself and like get into like a little playful argument so that she could have his attention, whether it was good, whether it was bad. Attention was attention from my mans. I feel like my whole senses are tingling. I feel like Jessica's looking for a little bit of attention from Rosalind's man. I don't think she really thinks that he's ugly. Like, who takes the time out to tell a person that they're ugly? You know, I don't know. I'm just saying. And then he calls her annoying. Why does it matter? Why, if like he's really that ugly and you don't mess with him like that, and you just think that he's like the dumbest person on earth and everything else, if he called you annoying, who cares? It only matters because it matters. Okay, like I just feel like all signs are pointing to ho. I think she might have a thing for Rosalind's man, is what I'm saying. Okay, so you and Rosalind have a conversation alone, right? Now I was under the impression that this conversation was in person, but nah, this was over text. So you and Rosalind decide that Jessica needs to have kind of like a talking to. You guys have to talk to her and let her know that she's being really rude to everybody. Now you guys say we needed to talk to Jessica about the way she's been treating everyone. So like I'm guessing that's you, Rosalind, and Rosalind's man, and whoever else. So this is like a problem. So you guys are like, yeah, we're gonna have to have a combo with her because ultimately this is your house, okay, Lulu, yours. You decide I'm gonna go out there and I'm going to, you know, confront the situation, which I'm very proud of you for, because you don't like feeling this way in your own house. And like she needs to know that she's being offensive and like that she's causing problems. You gotta chill. You go out there prepping yourself for this conversation and she is ignoring you. And you made it a point, a very good point, might I add. It would have been a point that I had. Like, you in my house, ignoring me. Okay, sure. No. And then you continue to call her out. You continue to call her on the carpet, like whether she's ignoring you or not. So then she starts crying and saying that she's so hurt because Rosalind's boyfriend called her a whore and nobody stood up for her. Then you give some background history on how that could happen. Why would he just call her a whore out of nowhere? Apparently, her name has a hora in it. You know what I'm saying? Like Dora, like a name like that. And so for sure, everybody, you're saying everybody, I'm guessing you and your friend, everybody else that knows her, calls her hora. You're saying she's never been offended before, but the minute that he says it, it's a problem. And then it like hits you. How does she know about this conversation? How does she know that he called her that when like it never happened in her presence? It was a conversation on your phone. You ask her straight up, have you been going through my phone? She proceeds to tell you, yeah. You say that she has your password to your phone. So there, yes, she has the access to your private shit. You say that everybody calls her Hora, but I feel like it's different when it's guys. Like, it's totally different. It's like an inside joke between you and your girls. But when, I just feel like when it goes outside of that, it can be hurtful because you guys are supposed to be her girls. Like, it's like one of those things, it's like a unwritten rule. I mean, for me anyway, like if you call, like when you call your girl like, hey, you know, hey, what's up? But if you hear a dude call her that, or her man call her that, tell me not. I'm the kind of friend that's like, what did you just say to my friend? What did you just call her? Because it's derogatory when it comes from them. If it is something that you guys just say, like you and your girls, and you know, people that she knows really well, okay, fine, like she could take a joke. But when it comes to anybody outside of that circle, I mean, I feel like you guys would feel the same way. You know, like if she lets some dude call you out your name, playing or not, like sometimes they gotta know this is an inside joke. It has nothing to do with you. You don't get to do that, you know? With that, I do understand. Now, how she found this information out is ridiculous. I don't like that. Like, you are my friend, you are not my parent. You do not need to be going through my phone. Now, you say that she has your password. Why? Does she not have her own phone? Like, I get sometimes like your friend like needs your phone. Like, it's super simple. Just like show your face and be like, here girl, like I just, please just keep y'all's private shit private. I don't know if that's just me, but you see what can happen when people have your password? She has your password and she goes through your messages and she finds out that y'all are, you know, talking about her and refer to her as Hora, and he referred to her as Hora and nobody said anything. So now here's your question. You don't feel comfortable having her at your house. You're seeing her as more of a burden than anything. She's making it, the whole experience, not fun. You and Roslyn are like having to deal with her attitudes every day and all of that. So you want to know, should you try to salvage the friendship? Should you just kick her out? Or should you find some reason for her to leave? So I'm going to go through those options and tell you yay or nay, my opinion, and then you guys do the same. I'll leave a poll up here. Should you try to salvage the relationship? I honestly don't think that this is anything big enough to actually lose your friendship over. I feel like this is just a case of like too close for comfort. You see what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that's why people say that sometimes you're staying outside of your welcome. Sometimes you just can't like be in close proximity with someone on a day-to-day basis like that. It just doesn't work. So, but I don't think that this is like a matter like that's worth you guys losing such a long time friendship over. Like, let's not do that. It doesn't need to be all that. But your second question, should you just kick her out? And your third is, should you just find a reason for her to leave? I think that this is just like her outstaying her welcome. And also, it is extremely offensive how she's acting in your home. I don't want to pick any of your options. Really, I want to come up with my own answer. I hope you don't mind. Because my issue with kicking her out is like, it can be really, kicking somebody out, I mean, just the term kicking out is just like so intense. I wouldn't want, you know, it to come off too abrupt and too abrasive and like too hurtful, like that you guys can't fix it after that. I don't want you to just come up with a reason for her to leave. I think that this needs to be a real last conversation. If it were me, I would be pissed and I would let her know, like, I'm pissed as fuck at you. Like, we have a problem. Sit down because we're going to talk about it. You do not go through my phone. I'm going to speak to you like you were a 5-year-old. Do not ever touch my phone again. You know me better than that. You know not to be going through my phone. If you ever had any questions about what I'm discussing about you, you could have just asked. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I was under the true impression that you didn't mind being called that because we have called you that before, but if it hurts your feelings, I do apologize. I didn't know. And going forward, I'll keep that in mind, and anybody that you don't feel comfortable with partaking in that joke, I will be sure to stand up for you, girl. I'm your girl. I'm not here to hurt you. But I was under the impression that you were fine. So that was my bad. Let her know that you wouldn't stand for that if it was really coming from a malicious place, or if you had known, if you had the knowledge that it hurt her feelings. Again, this would be me, because I know that by this point, I think in my mind I would just know she's outstaying her welcome, and like that's the big problem here. I think we just need like a timeout. Like I think that you should just head home, girl, because I don't want us to lose our friendship over this, and it seems to be like super tense since you've been here. But we can still chill throughout the summer. You know, I'm always here for you. I got you. But I would be straight up. I'd be like, you're making it really hard for us to have fun here. And I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just letting you know that it's not feeling, you know, like summertime fun. And I just don't want it to, I don't want it to ruin our friendship. So maybe we should head it off at the pass and take a time out before it gets to that point. But at least you're not lying to her. At least you're not trying to come up with an excuse to get her to leave. And at least you're not like just kicking her out and being like, leave. So that's my advice on your situation, girl. I hope it helped. I know that this is a really hard situation to be in, but you know, these are your friends, girl. Don't be afraid to talk to your friends, and like, don't be afraid to put them in their place sometimes. Like, she had no business going through your phone. Lamazons, make sure you leave your thoughts up in the polls. You can find them on the top right hand corner of your screen, and also down in the comment section below. Help your girl Lulu out and let her know how you would handle her situation. On to the next email. Let's see what we got. This is from my Glamazon, my girl Lala. Hi, Lala. Her subject line is, I need your help urgently, sis. Okay, I'm here. Hi, my name is Lala, and I'm 15 years old, and I'm a sophomore. A lot of y'all are sophomores. Oh my God. I freaking love your videos, by the way. They are really relatable. Thank you. When I was in the 8th grade, I got into a lot of trouble. My mom calls it a rebel phase, which I agree with. I can't change the past, so it already happened. Because of all the trouble I got into, I ended up getting expelled from my school and was transferred to an alternative school. At that school, I met my ex-boyfriend, D. When I first got to the school, we instantly clicked. We went out on dates. I went over his house, and his mom even approved of me, saying I was a good role model. But that didn't last long. By the end of the school year, I found out he was cheating on me with my best friend. I hated her for it, but I wasn't gonna let him or her ruin my life, and I wasn't gonna get depressed over him. Now in my freshman year, in January of this year, I got a text from him out of nowhere saying hi. I was a little bit shook, but we haven't talked in so long, so I replied asking him how he was, how was life, and whatever. During that time, I was into a guy named Angel. He is the sweetest person ever. He has manners, cares about his future, etc., and to be honest, an upgrade from D. Me and D's conversations were very plain, and we only talked about normal stuff, and after that, nothing else. But I woke up to a long text saying how he misses me and all that other BS. I didn't want to take his crap, so he got understandably pissed and told Angel that I was talking to him and brought up messages from last year and showed him. Angel believes me, but he has doubts, and I don't know what to do about the whole situation. I really need your help. Much love, Lala. All right, Lala, let's dive into your email, because you got a lot going on. You used to be a troublemaker, okay? I can completely relate. You ended up going to an alternative school because of this, because you got expelled from your previous school. So at this alternative school, you meet D. His mom likes you, and then he cheated on you with your best friend, which of course broke your heart, girl. I've been there, I know. But you were stronger than that. You got up, you dusted yourself off, and you moved on. Now, your freshman year, in January of this year, he starts texting you and starts saying hi out of nowhere. Now, reading through your email, girl, the way you set it up, I was like trying to find the problem. Like, okay, you know, I get that people from your past resurface. However, I did not know until the very end that you have a man, girl, and his name is Angel, and he's sweet and caring and all this other really good stuff. But you still texted D. Then he starts telling you that he misses you and all of that, and starts, you know, trying to whisper sweet nothings in your ear, and you got an attitude and you were like, no. And he knew that you were dating, or at least talking to Angel. This is such a 15-year-old boy thing to do, honestly. So he goes to your man's and he tells him, hey, Lala's been texting me. And of course he puts it all on you, and then he starts bringing out the old stuff when y'all were together. Text messages and all of that, and starts stirring up shit in your relationship with Angel. So then you have to answer to Angel, not only about texting him, like recently, but also about, I guess, the contents of these past text messages. I don't think that you having to answer questions about the text messages from the past should even be a thing, because like that was super private between you and D at the time, who was your then boyfriend. So like that has nothing to do with Angel. I don't know what was in those text messages that would like make him that mad. He has to understand that he wasn't with you during that time. So say that Angel believes you. I'm guessing he believes you about the fact that you weren't texting D to like be trifling, like you were just in this weird spot, you didn't know how to respond, and so like please just like don't think that I'm trying to do anything. Here's a question that I have, because you know I'm like right here. You say the conversations with you and D were pretty plain and y'all only talked about normal stuff. Then he started talking about missing you and stuff, and then you said I didn't want to take his crap, so he got understandably pissed. Why is that understandable? Please explain the understandability of this situation. The only way that you would feel like it's understandable, sweetheart, is if you were kind of sort of leading him on. If you were like messing with his feelings and like, you know, maybe it felt a little good for him to come back around and realize what he missed. You know, like I get it. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just saying, you say that it was understandable that he felt that way. And I feel like you feel that way because you were kind of, you know, like letting him feed your ego a little bit. And then he's like, you know, reading those signs as a potential to get back with you. And then he talks to you and you're like, nah, I got a man's. And you're like, damn, like I get why he got so mad. So I feel like that whole plain conversation thing, girl, is a little white lie, okay? And if you really want me to help you, you gotta be real with me, all right? I see tit, okay? Angel believes you, but he has his doubts, and that is understandable. You have to figure out, and it's really hard because you're 15, okay? Like, I used to hate when people told me this. Oh my God, I used to despise it. When people tell me it's really not that serious. Like, the relationship that you're in is really not that serious, like you're not gonna care about him in a year's time or whatever, because to me, it was offensive. Like what you saying, that I don't know what I'm doing, that I don't know my feelings, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that sometimes these boys don't have the mental capacity to have a long-term relationship. And like that has been proven time and time and time again. A lot of times, more often than not, has absolutely nothing to do with you and your maturity and lack of ability to have a good relationship for a long period of time. It's just that boys mature at a slower rate, a way slower rate than we do. So more oftentimes than not, they kind of ruin our plans of happily ever after. You know what I'm saying? You have to figure out, like, are you really that into Angel? Or is he just like good on paper and you really feel a ways about D still? Like, you're still so young, that's fine. Like, seeing as how you kind of like this attention, because I know you did, from D, I don't know if you're ready, because that does feel nice. When you're in a long-term serious relationship, you give up those experiences, you know, like the flirting and the butterflies and all that, because you're like already just with one person. And sometimes when you do that too early, you kind of figure out like you may not be ready. So I just feel like you shouldn't feel bad. I just feel like if you're really young, they're really young. If you really want to try to make it right with Angel, I mean, the only thing that you can do is just like reassure him. But you have to be honest with yourself, because I feel like you kind of fed into this a little bit for a reason, and at least you need to be honest with yourself. Like, okay, I may have a thing in me that likes other guys' attention. Girl, you're free as a bird, okay? Don't let these little boys make you feel like you're tied down, because you're not tied down. You feel like, you know, you still want to just have some fun. Let Angel just have his life and let him go have some fun too. And it doesn't need to be this serious. But if you really truly feel like this was just a one-time mistake and you realize how much it, you know, affected Angel, and you almost losing him or whatever is like changed your perception, I get that too. And you just need to really make up in your mind that this is what you want wholeheartedly, because he doesn't want to be played with. I'm sure he doesn't want his emotions played with. So That's how I would handle it. I would have a combo with myself, girl, and be very real with myself and then make a decision based on that. Glamazons, let her know your thoughts on what you think she should do about her particular situation. Poll right here down in the comment section below. Lala, I hope that this helped. I hope that, you know, it all works out. And like I said, don't get like too tied down, okay, girl? Because you got a lot of life to live. You got a lot of fun to have, okay? So just keep that in mind. Love you. Mwah. My next email is from my Glamazon, Amber. Hey, girl. And she has a subject line called update, but I checked her email and like I went down the thread and there's literally no other email. But we're just gonna go ahead and read the email. So she says, so a few weeks ago, we went and stayed in a hotel as a little getaway. It was great, everything was good. We got a couple of drinks and ended up getting pretty drunk. We don't drink often, so we are pretty much lightweights now. We ended up making love, and in the middle of it, he told me to close my eyes, and before I did, I saw him with my phone recording. Now, I know I'll probably be judged, but sometimes we do that. But he accidentally recorded it on Snapchat and sent it to my ex-best friend on Snapchat, who happened to be our coworker. I didn't know he did that until I went to send a Snapchat to her later on in the night, and I saw that I had sent a video to her. I freaked out instantly because I knew what it was. I burst out into tears and I typed out a really long apology to her. And then I asked, I can't remember if I gave him a fake name, but if I did and you happen to use it in an Ask Nikki, please keep him anonymous. Okay, so we're gonna call him Andy. Then I asked Andy why he did that, and then we fought and fought all morning. We never even slept that night and left at 7 in the morning. We stopped at a diner to eat, but I was too sick to my stomach. We went home and barely talked and took a nap, as we had to be to work in a few hours. We went to work and I just lost it because I was working with her. She thought it was funny, but she didn't know how much it was killing me. I ended up going home after only being there for an hour because I couldn't stop breaking down. He stayed at work though and didn't try to get a hold of me at all. The next day, he got a phone call from our boss firing him. I went into work and worked my shift. The next day, I went into work and my boss fired me. Now I don't have a job. 2 weeks later, the girl unfriended me on Snapchat without a word. It's my puppy's first birthday, so we went to get him some doggy ice cream and also ice cream for ourselves. We bought the ice cream, got back into the car and started arguing over who knows what, and I bring up not having a job and losing my friend for something that wasn't my fault, and he says to stop blaming him for all my problems. I get upset, throw the ice cream I'm eating at him. He speeds up the car and rushes home. On the way, he takes his ring off and throws it on the side of the road and says it's a worthless piece of metal. I, of course, burst into tears and eventually just start going off on him about how I'm not blaming my problems on him, how he did all this to me. I know I'm at fault too sometimes. He got really upset and pulled the car over and threw me out. I had to start walking home in the rain. It was only sprinkling. I'm a drama queen. I tried to call friends, but no one picked up. So for about 20 minutes, I just walked, crying my eyes out, snot rolling down my face. It was not pretty. He pulls up and yells at me to get in. He starts driving home and says that he's taking me to get my things and take me to my parents' house. He said anything I don't take, he will burn. Any pets I don't take will go to the pound. Of course, this all upsets me more. Finally, he calms down some and takes my head in his hands and said, I meant to send the video. It wasn't an accident, just a drunken mistake. So that catches you up to speed as of lately. I've been an absolute mess and he is just fine, still ringless and all. If he leans in for a kiss and I say I don't want one, he gets upset. I love him, I really do. This makes me really sad. Okay, I usually only have to clean out my email like every 3 months. So I'm sure you didn't like send an update that far back. I don't know what happened, but I'm putting the pieces together. And I'm guessing that this is your husband and you guys went to a hotel for a getaway. I can't tell you how many times David and I have done that. And everything was good. You guys get a couple of drinks and you guys get drunk. Super fun too. You guys end up making love and y'all are in the hotel room and you guys are married and he asks you to close your eyes. And before you do, you see that he's recording on your phone. Go to Snapchat your friend later on that night and you see that the same recording of you and him was sent to her. And she is a common coworker of you and your man's. Of course, you question him, you guys end up fighting all night and not sleeping. You guys go to a diner the next morning and you're so upset. Then you have to go back to work. When you saw that you sent her that message, you sent her a huge apology. And then when you went to work, she said that she thought it was funny and like, but you were still absolutely mortified and you ended up leaving work because you couldn't stop breaking down. Meanwhile, your husband doesn't check on you, he doesn't call you, like nothing. The next day he gets a call from your boss saying that he's fired. And then the next day after that, you go into work and you get fired. Your friend unfriends you on Snapchat. You guys go out to go get your puppy some doggy ice cream and for y'all to go get ice cream. And on the ride home, you guys start arguing about whatever, and you bring up the fact that you have lost your job, you lost your friend because of him, and blah, blah, blah. And he gets really upset. Then you get really frustrated and you throw your ice cream at him. He gets pissed and he takes off his ring, he throws it out of the window and says that it is a worthless piece of metal. Proceeds to pull the car over and kick you out of the car, and you walk for 20 minutes. And then he comes back around, he picks you up, he takes you home. Tells you that you're gonna have to pack your shit and you're gonna go with your parents. And all of your pets need to go too because they'll end up at the pound and anything you don't take is gonna end up in the trash. So he's being real ruthless. He calms down and he tells you that him sending that video to her was not an accident, that it was just a drunken mistake. It was not an accident. It was just a drunken mistake. In my mind, the possibility of it being an accident is like way more prominent. But now that he's saying that it was just a drunken mistake, it opens this whole plethora of questions that I have, okay? So right now, you are heartbroken. You are so upset, and he is still running around without his ring. Okay, Amber, so we're just gonna dive right in. Firstly, I just wanna let you know that I don't judge you at all whatsoever for trusting your husband, or even if he's not your husband, somebody that you are very committed to, with intimate photos and videos, because like, who else are you supposed to trust with stuff like that? Sometimes, you know, that's how you spice up your love life. And all of this is it's dumbfounding. And I just feel like I'm reading in between the lines here, and I don't like what I'm seeing, and I don't like where my mind is going, but it's still my responsibility to talk to you like you're a grown-ass woman, and I'm not here to sugarcoat anything because I just don't want you to get hurt. I want to know how well these two know each other, okay? The girl, your friend, and your husband. Do they know each other? How well do they know each other? Do they ever have shifts without you? This all seems very odd, okay? Let's just think about it for a second. He's saying that this entire situation was not an accident. He meant to send it to her, and I want to know why. Like, I feel like there may have been something going on between the two of them, and maybe it was starting to die down, and maybe as a result he sent a really intimate video of you and him to her. I just don't get any other reason why, out of every person on earth, why her? Why would he send that to her? And then to top it off, like, he's just so emotionless about it. Like, he's non-apologetic. He's just like, it is what it is. You get upset, of course, because this is a person that you have to face. She knows the both of y'all, like, oh my God, I would be mortified. I get it. And he's just, from what you can tell me, he's just like chill with it. He's like, whatever, like, I did it, whatever. Why is he so chill with it? Why is he like not freaking out that like she saw him too? You know, like, all of this seems very fishy. It just seems very suspect, and I'm not. Then your friend on Snapchat, who this video was sent to, unfriends you. And you know, now she doesn't have to be like, you guys don't work together or anything, so she unfriends you. This causes you and your man to fight yet again, and you bring up the fact that you feel as though he is the reason why you have no job, and he is the reason why you lost your friend, and he doesn't appreciate you blaming him for all of your problems. And then things get really messy, and you throw your ice cream at him, then takes off his ring and throws it out of the window and says that it's a worthless piece of metal. Like, that is how little he thinks of y'all's commitment. Whatever it is, whether y'all are married or whatever, that simple. Just swift motion. I don't like that. He's already trying to like completely erase you. In my mind, I just like, why do you gotta go there? You know what I mean? Like, you're the one who did this. You're the one who took it there. You're the one who made a drunken mistake, don't you? Then he proceeds to pull the car over and throw you out of the car and has you walking for 20 minutes. That's like to a whole other extreme. There's something going on. I'm sorry. There is something going on. There is something else. There's something, okay? Like, for real. Glamazons, tell me not. Y'all let me know in the poll. Do y'all think there's something going on? Do y'all think that he's acting real suspect? Do y'all think that this is normal behavior and like a normal fight, or do y'all think that something else is going on? Let me know. Let her know. He tells you that it was not an accident. It was a drunken mistake. So why was he thinking about her when he was drunk and making love to you is what I want to know. Why? Why would that be a moment that she's even crossing his mind? Why? I know that you love him. And I know that you're hurting. And I know that your like whole world is like crashing down around you right now. But you do not deserve to be treated this way. You don't deserve somebody in your life that can just so easily throw away his commitment to you, threaten to kick you out of your own home, and actually kick you out of a car and allow you to walk on the side of the road for any amount of time. If I were you, and this is just me speaking as me, okay? If I put myself in your shoes and David did that to me and treated me that way and humiliated me that way and was just so unbelievably hurtful and he said those things to me, I would be out. Like, I wouldn't stay. But like I said, I my tolerance for this type of stuff is very low. Like, I just don't believe that that's any way for anybody to be treated. I got trust issues. Once you show me that you can treat me like that, like, I will never ever believe you ever again. Like, I will feel like that is who you truly are. And anytime things get rough or whatever it is that he's going through, that he will take it out on you like that. I just don't feel like that's a way to live, and you deserve a greater, better love than that. Like, that is not love. That is not love, sweetheart. I don't know what that is, but that's not love. I'm so sorry that this is happening, and I know that my advice probably doesn't make it any better or easier, but I hope it helps even in the smallest way. And don't forget, check out what your Glamazons are saying. Maybe they have a different opinion, but never ever feel like you're stuck in your situation, because you're not. You have complete control over your life, and even when you think that you don't deserve better, you deserve better. So I hope it gets easier. It will get easier. Whatever it is that you decide to do, just be sure in that and make sure that you're happy first and foremost. I love you, and I hope this helps, and I really do hope things get better, whichever way you decide, but it's ultimately your decision. I think that's going to be it today. Today's been a pretty long video because, you know, I just be going and going and going. And I also want to have some time for this giveaway. So just give me 1 second while I get the stuff. Here's what happened. All right, you ready? As most of you guys know, I don't leave my house often, especially when it comes to shopping. This is not sponsored. Can I just say that? This is not sponsored. But it is a place that I shop literally all the time because it requires no effort for me. I just get to click, 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 and then it ships and it's here. It is such a common thing to hear that your feet grow after you've had a child. Like, during your pregnancy, your feet grow at least half a size. Like, I keep hearing that over and over. My foot grew half a size. Like, with each kid, like, it grew half a size. And it happened to my mom, it happened to my grandma. It happened to literally every woman that I ever knew in history, okay? So these are the first shoes that I've ordered since having Ezra, and I kind of felt like my current shoes were fitting a little bit tight, but like, in all fairness, I wear a lot of house shoes, and I wear, like, I haven't put on heels in a while, so I didn't have like a true sense of whether or not my foot changed. But my I went ahead and just assumed, like, obviously, you know, I ain't special. It's happened to everybody else. It's definitely happened to me. So I went ahead and ordered a half size up than my regular size. So if you guys don't know this, I do wear a size 6. So I ordered these shoes in a 6.5 because, duh, it happened to everybody else. It happened to me. So I get this box in the mail. I am so excited. All the shoes are so cute. And I try them on. And every single one of them are like way, way, way too big on me. Like, I can't even walk in them. There's no way I can make it work, girl. Like, it's just too big. My foot did not change, and I'm grateful for that. I was expecting what everybody else tells me, you know? So I can't believe I did that, but you know what, it's fine. So I have a bunch of 6.5 size shoes. I'm outside of the 30-day return policy. Like, they gave me 30 days to send it back, and they like gave me this shipping label, and they're like, okay, you just have to drop it off at the post office. And I was like, and I go to the post office. It just left my brain until literally this morning. I look in the corner of my office and I'm like, and I look at the calendar and I was like, no. These have never like been worn, ever. Like, I literally tried them on, saw that they did not fit, and put them right back. So I will show you guys everything that I got, and I will be giving away these shoes. If you wear a size 6.5 or you know someone that does, let me know, and I will leave the rules on how to enter this giveaway in my description box if you guys are interested. So let's go through these shoes so I can show you guys what's going to be a part of this impromptu giveaway. I have had girls try to come at me sideways about shopping at Just Fab, and let me tell you something. You are missing out, okay? If you want to go out and buy some $500 Hermes sandals, that's on you. But I like paying my bills. I shop at Just Fab. All of these shoes are from Just Fab. I'm gonna go through and show you guys. As you can see, wrapping is still in there. The first shoe that is gonna be given away is this one here. So as you can see, these things are still on here. Like, you know, all the wrapping around the ankle and all of that is still there because I did not wear these, okay, like at all. It's a really cute sandal. It's a bedazzled bow with the silver straps all around. If you guys like them, let me know. So that's the first one. Of course, like I said, I wanted shoes like for the spring and summer, so I got these really cute classic white pumps. You see what I'm saying? Open-toed, super curl. You can wear them with so many things. I'm so jealous because I really wanted these. And they just scream summer. I think they're so cute. Y'all better be slaying these, okay? Oh, these are cute. Okay, look at these sandals. So they have these jewels on there. It's 3 different layers. And you know, it's a little shake. It is all white all the way around. And then the hardware is gold. And then actually up here is like gold rhinestones, pretty much. I thought these were so cute. And then the diamonds, y'all, take a look. Oh my God, I've been like wanting these forever. I was like preparing for fall, sort of. Oh my God, I love these. These kept selling out too, by the way, so you're welcome. So they do come with like little bags that I made sure to keep these in, so y'all don't have some janky shoes. Oh, that's my husband. So those are all the shoes. I know, super random, but like I just didn't want them to go to waste, and I can't return them. So like, again, I will leave the rules on how to enter the giveaway if you guys are interested. And that is it for today's Ask Nikki. You guys, thank you so much for coming to join me for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys had a good time. I know we hit some really hard subjects, but that's what this series is for, because we have to face some really hard issues in our life, and sometimes we just need somebody else's perspective. So make sure that you guys are participating in the polls and down in the comments. It does not work without you guys. Again, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button to become one of my beloved Glamazons, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're not missing out on story times, Ask Nikki's, and Pretty Faces Cold Cases. Thank you guys so much for all of the love and support that I've been continuing to get. I really appreciate every single one of you guys. I love you, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Peace out.